Cross-border deals aren't just some fancy headline. They scare the hell out of people in this business. Founders losing control, investors sweating over unknown risks, leaders trying to play chess on a completely different board without instructions. The frustration, real. The headaches, massive. Because when you take private capital and drag it across borders, you're not just moving money. You're crashing into culture, politics, legal messes, and entire mindsets that don't give a damn about your spreadsheets. You're stepping into a jungle where every step can mean lost leverage or a deal blown up. But here's the brutal truth nobody tells you. If you're not laser focused on the real game behind cross-border deals, you're walking into a trap. The market shifts under your feet, valuation metrics won't work like you expect, and your safe investment turns into a slow bleed. Why? Because you're still thinking like it's local. Spoiler, those rules don't apply anymore. You need a new mindset. You need to build a ridiculously sharp border radar that spots where control really lies, where regulations will sneak up on you, and where the real power brokers pull strings. Forget the easy assumptions about synergy or diversification. Those are hype words. Real power comes when you nail identifying the weak spots in target companies that only exist because of their domestic settings. Some advantages look solid at home. They fall apart when stretched into another market. You want to find those cracks before anyone else does. Here's how. Focus on how local regulations create invisible fences that kill growth. Study who's cozy with regulators and who's just surviving the game. That's not public info. You get in early, you dig deep, you talk straight with local insiders, not PR bots. This is the difference between a deal that's a ticking time bomb and one that actually grows into a global powerhouse. If you think cross-border is just about moving capital and replicating success, step back now. The real pain is managing chaos. Currency swings, conflicting legal frameworks, hidden tax traps. You think your lawyers cover this ground? They don't. You have to learn to read between the lines and build a team that lives and breathes those local trenches. No excuses, no shortcuts. That means bringing onboard players with skin in the game from those markets, founders, operators who have navigated that chaos themselves, and not just consultants from your home country. Now, here's the part that will make you angry and then unstoppable. The system you rely on at home to back your deals, banks, regulations, your network, they don't always exist there. When you don't realize this, you get stuck. Your capital turns static, your influence dead. If you want to win, you have to reinvent those connections from scratch, or better, build new ones that smash old rules. Build autonomous nodes of trust and action across borders. That's where the game is. That's where your deal either lives or dies. And this isn't about chasing cheap labor or cheap valuations. It's about finding the few precise points where your capital, expertise, and influence create explosions of real value nobody else sees. You don't just invest. You rebuild infrastructures, you create new partnerships that respect local realities but push beyond them. This means saying no to many opportunities that look shiny but are full of invisible risk, because losing sleep for 3 years isn't part of your plan. Bottom line, stop pretending borders are just lines on maps. They are living, breathing challenges that beat you up if you're careless. Cross-border deals change the private capital landscape by forcing you to adapt or fail hard. You either build the muscle to think globally with eyes wide open, or you pull back into the comfort zone and watch your peers grab the future you let slip away. Own your frustration. Channel that anger at risk, control loss, and false assumptions into building a real strategy for crossing borders. Find the insiders nobody else trusts. Learn the local turf deeper than anyone. Don't stop until you turn chaos into control. Because the capital world is global. If you want to play big, you must act bigger, smarter, sharper, and stop acting like the borders don't matter. They matter more than ever. And you either master that, or you get crushed. Simple as that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to discover more.